Hello, and thank you for tuning in and come back to our Minute Friday trainings. It's all about Vibe High Fridays with Irina, where we talk about how do we manifest everything what we desire with ease and grace. And if this is the first time you're tuning in, hello again. My name is Irina Portnova, and I teach people how to manifest things easily, effortlessly, consciously directing the thoughts on something what you truly want to attract in your life. And today's topic is money vibes, abundant lives. And let me start with the story about the little lion cub who was laying down with his dying mom. And the sheep was passing by. And that sheep felt bad for the cub. So he decided to take him into his family. And the little lion started to grow as one of the sheep. He was grazing on the grass. He was just playing. He was hiding all the time where there was the danger. He was very frightened of everything. And one time there was the lion who was passing by, and everybody started to run away. And so did the little lion. But that huge lion saw somebody who looked exactly like him. So he approached that little lion and he said, "Why are you bleeding like a sheep? Why are you around the sheep?" And the little lion said, "But because I am a sheep." And the big lion said, "No, you are not." So he took him to the pond, and the little lion looked into that water and saw his reflection, that he looked exactly like that big lion. And that big lion just brought him a piece of meat. And the little lion was refusing to eat. He was crying. He said, "No, no, no, I'm just eating the grass." And the big lion said, "Just try it, just taste it." And once the little lion tasted that meat for the first time, he made it his raw. And this story is something that is very much related to our life. A lot of times we are walking our life with the belief that we just have to be happy with what we have, that we have enough, and there is nothing that we can want more in life, right? And the idea is that once we taste the real life flavor, we do not want to go back. Once we are awakened to who we are, because let's face it, a lot of times the beliefs that we carry, the people that around us, the society, all put the imprints on our beliefs and everything what we are doing. And it takes us some time to ponder upon it and decide for ourselves, is this really true? So my question for everybody who is tuning in, is this true what you are believing? Is this true that there are circumstances and conditions in your life? Is this true that you are just who you are and there is nothing you can do in this life? Because I am here to tell you that you're just like that little lion cub who just wants to connect to the tribe where everything is possible. Because again, we all are very powerful. There is no such a thing that somebody is better than other. We all carry that power inside of us, but it's up to us to really exercise that power. So why am I telling you that? Because this power is applied to anything, including the money. Because today is our conversation on the money and how our energy is either attracting or repelling this money. And let's just talk a little bit about a lot of times we look at the people who are just navigating life and we look at them and we say, how do they attract everything so easily? It seems like life just makes them favorite because they are so abundant. The prosperity just flows through them. And the thing is that you also have that capacity. Each one of us does. But we have to like really start pondering because remember, if we are not questioning anything, we are not going to be able to really connect with the truth. Hey, Terry, great to see you. Thanks for joining. So the idea is that we want to connect to the truth by asking the right question. Because remember, the quality of the questions that we are asking is going to determine the quality of the answers that we are receiving. So if we always set ourselves for the least and say, you know what, it's possible for somebody, but that person is not like me. It's not possible for me, right? The more we are feeding that information in ourselves, the more we are losing that belief that it's possible for ourselves, right? Hey, Lise, thanks for stopping by. It's great to see you as well. My favorite peeps are here in the house. So happy to see you. So the idea is that we all have that power and we start by being curious. Rather than getting upset or getting frustrated, how come we do not have what others have? We just stay in curiosity mindset and ask yourself these deep questions. What can I do today to connect to that abundance, to connect to that prosperity, right? Again, we want to have our game plan. We want to know exactly what we want and why we want it. And once we have something specific in our mind, it starts easy for us to attract because our mind is going to direct us to what we desire. We always have to have that vision where exactly we are heading, because otherwise we are just wandering, right, without any destination. It's just like for the sailor who is traveling without the destination, there is no wind in the favor for that sailor. So we want to be specific. Why do we want money? What are we going to do with this money? And then we ask ourselves, what can I do today from where I am with what I have in order to start attracting the opportunities? Because remember, it's all about vibrating high. What does it mean, vibrating high? That means that we want to laugh more, we want to be more lighthearted, we want to experience the joy in life. The more we stay in that frequency, the more we are going to start attracting the right opportunities. Just things start to shift for us, and people are appearing out of the blue. And like I said, we cannot make up these things. The life is just delivering. The universe always delivers. But again, a lot of times it's delivering based on what we have in our thoughts, based on our energy, right? Because remember, our thoughts are energy, our words are energy, our actions are energy, and our feelings are energy. So the first tool that I would love to give you is just be mindful of your thoughts, because everything stems from thoughts. If we think it's possible, we are going to tap to the way of how to make it happen. And if we already from the start saying to ourselves, I do not believe I can do that, guess what? The universe is going to deliver more and more situations into your life that shows that, yeah, of course you cannot do it. So my invitation is start from your thinking, be more mindful, check in your thoughts. And like I said, stay in curiosity. Even sometimes we do not know the straight answer for our questions, but the more we stay with that question, the more we are asking. And the great thing that I can give you the tip, like every night when you go to bed, just have that question that you want the universe to answer. Wake up with the same question, because the more you are keeping that question in your mind, you'll see something is going to show up, whether you're going to scroll the media and you'll receive your answer. Maybe you are going to overhear the conversations of the people and this is going to be the answer, right? Because remember, the universe always delivers the signs, but it's up to us to start reading these signs and see where these signs are taking us, right? So once the first step is to know exactly what we want, what kind of money we want, what is the amount and why we want it. The second thing is to stay curious. The more curious you stay, the more you start attracting these answers, and somebody is going to give you the message that you are looking for. And the third step is to really start acting on it. If you receive that idea, do not just go with that idea, but actually act on it, right? Because action is one of the ingredients of the success. Because the success formula is your mindset plus your skill set plus inspired action. That's exactly what the success is all about. And again, it doesn't mean that if your situation right now that you do not have the money in the bank account, or you are a certain age, or you do not have the certain background. Nothing can determine what you are able to create in your life. The most important thing is to have the burning desire, the desire that will wake you up in the morning ready and do something, the desire that you know that once you connect with that vision of your life that you love to live, where abundance is your birthright, you know that you are going to do everything just to tap to that frequency. Again, it's all just to have the desire, it's all just to manage your mind and to do the action step. And again, I know that we were never meant to do this work alone because we cannot see our blind spots. It always takes another person to look at us and give us something that we haven't seen. Because remember, it's never the lack of our resources in the universe, it's the lack of our awareness. And once we become aware, that's exactly how we know about the steps and what are we meant to do in order to tap to that abundance. So again, my invitation for you today is just think about who can you connect to, who can guide you, who can support you, because this is the shortcut to success, to have somebody by your side who is able to guide you and who is able to show you the path. And if you haven't yet joined this beautiful masterclass, again, I'm just posting it here. I know some of you already did, and I'm super, super proud of you. But if you haven't joined, this is the link. Please join, because even if you catch a couple of interviews, it's already a big deal, because your life is not going to be the same. I can guarantee you, because this is going to open some possibilities for you that you haven't seen before. It's all about staying in the high vibe community of the people who want more out of life, for people who are not settling for something. And if you're watching this live, I know that you meant for more, because you want to learn, you want to grow, you want to become somebody better, right? So this is exactly how it is. Oh, Elise, thank you so much. Yeah, the interviews are very powerful, and each speaker is just, like having their own gem, right? Everybody has their own skills, everybody is sharing from their personal experience. And the thing is, if anybody registered from the very first day, it's already a big transformation just to listening to these interviews for 2 weeks. But if you're just joining in, no worries, because I have something special for you. But just join, because the first step is to join, right? Again, there is a difference between dreaming and doing. Yes, we do want to dream, but dream is not enough. We want to also do things, right? So the more we start doing things, the more we start seeing that things are shifting for us, and we tap into that frequency where there is more, where there are people who are willing to do whatever has it's meant to take us to do, right, in order to receive that abundance. Again, if there is a question, there is always the answer. But we want to be on that frequency in order to tap to that answer. A lot of times when we have the question, the people have the problems, the question, they are staying on the same frequency to tap to the result. But in order for us to receive the answer, we always want to go a little bit higher in frequency in order to tap to that answer. That means be curious, stay curious, ask the right questions. And that's exactly how you start tapping into the answers. Again, you are all abundant. You are all meant to thrive in this life, but it's up to you to choose that path. It's up to you to stay curious. It's up to you to work on the mindset, because everything starts in believing ourselves. If we believe in ourselves, everything is possible. And I know sometimes it's very difficult to believe in ourselves. That's why you want to be with somebody who can believe in you, so you can tap to that. It's just like that big lion who was showing to the little one, look who you are, taste that meat and see what is possible for you. So this is my invitation to you. Keep growing, keep discovering, keep learning, and keep listening to the interviews if you are part of it. Keep coming to these lives, because I promise the life is not going to be the same. I love you lots. Thanks so much for joining, tuning in today, and see you on next Friday for another High Vibe episode.